Hello people who cannot sit at home, thank you so much for joining me today. And before I go, what I think is one of my best videos highlighting all of the amazing things in Muskoka, I want to tell you about my awesome Ontario road trip journal that is currently on sale. I also want to let you know that there's also an art journal right now that's out, which is essentially a coloring book for your road trips. This book has lots of amazing art challenges and just relaxation art techniques. I'm gonna link down the links to both of these journals down below. This video is going to cover 16 amazing reasons why you should go and visit Muskoka. Some of them are places, some of them are restaurants, but all of them, in my opinion, are truly outstanding. So first off, I'm showing you over here the resort that we stayed at just recently. This is called Touchstone Resort. It is currently still under construction, but already it is absolutely amazing. It's even, as the time goes by and they finish the construction, it's going to be even more amazing. I don't want to equate it to Caribbean resorts because it is different feel. It has its own Muskoka feel. But essentially there are pools, and over here is a gorgeous beach that pretty much was right outside of our room. From the beach you can rent kayaks for free. Definitely an amazing place. We did wake up one of the mornings and we saw actually what, at first we didn't even understand what this was, but then we quickly realized that this was a actually cottage that is burning. The lady who was also at the beach right now with us, she actually called, make sure that there's fire. Nobody was in there. It was completely empty. The house unfortunately did burn down. Quite an interesting experience, and for sure just safety first. So let's go on to the second reason why you should visit Muskoka. So this is Taboo Resort, and specifically this is their Boathouse Restaurant, which is their breakfast. We went there for breakfast, and the breakfast is buffet. So we did not stay at the resort, we just came here for breakfast. We didn't actually book. I think it's best if you always call in advance and book. The breakfast was excellent. It was $22, at least at that time. It had pretty much everything we wanted. Fruits, muffins, eggs, of course, just like pretty much everything really. And but that really wasn't why we were at the resort, though the food was definitely amazing. The reason why we were at this resort is because while googling I saw that the view is phenomenal, and over here you can see why. Loved sitting here, definitely worth visiting. You don't need to go, of course, for breakfast. You can go there for dinner or lunch. Beautiful place. And around the area we also walked around, of course. Again, gorgeous views of Muskoka. You get to take the photos. And over here we just were checking out the beach. We didn't stay at the beach because we didn't really have the time, but yeah, amazing resort, definitely worth checking out, and I'm sure if you stay it's an amazing resort as well. The third reason why you should visit Muskoka is Winx Cafe. Now this is located in Parry Sound. It is essentially a smaller kind of planes cafe. When we talked to the gentleman who was working there, he said about 60 planes land per day at this smaller airport. They're all smaller size, of course, planes. And there's also a helicopter. We did not see the helicopter, but it would have been amazing to see a helicopter land. And yeah, you get to eat. The food was excellent. I got a BLT sandwich, it was amazing. My mom had soup, really great quality food. Our next stop is Port Sydney. It is by far one of the most amazing, stunningly beautiful docks I've ever been at. It's public. There's a public beach and there's a public deck, and you can walk on it and just be pretty much overwhelmed by the amazing nature that opens up to you. Definitely worth it to visit. We did not swim there, but I imagine this is an excellent beach as well, especially in the hot summertime. Next up we have Miss Nelle's Cafe. Now this is a fairly old building, and it actually had different functions. It was a market, it was, I think, an antique place, but now it's an amazing coffee shop, and it has a bit of a history. If you're interested, read their online description, but the cakes were excellent, and right next to it there is this kind of like a dam situation, and the beautiful water, and there's a little bit of a park that you can walk around. And at the top there's this view. Just beautiful Muskoka scenery. Next up we have the Dorset Lookout Tower. Now this tower is, the entry was about, I think, $12, and I would say it was quite, I don't want to say nerve-wracking, but it was quite the experience climbing up there, because the tower does sway a little bit in the wind, which I was not a huge fan of, but obviously that's the way the tower is built, because it has to have a bit of a swing happening. So climbing up on it was not difficult. Though it is pretty high up there for sure. I would say that the scenery on the way up is more beautiful than scenery at the very top, because at the very top you see this. There is a bit of a cage happening, so it's not as pretty. So over here is me climbing down. I think climb down was harder than climbing up because the steps were a little on the smaller side, but it was still beautiful and definitely worth the visit. At the bottom you will see this, I'm not sure, really cool art thing. And right next to it there's also 2 Muskoka chairs. If anybody doesn't want to climb, they can definitely sit and relax, just wait for you. There's also a peekaboo trail, which essentially goes to the same lookout. So really, if you don't want to climb, you can see the whole kind of scenery. It's just that over there it's a little bit higher up, but really it's the same thing. Our next amazing reason why you should visit Muskoka are sunset cruises. This is just a beautiful ship that goes around the lake. I think it's either Lake Muskoka or Lake Joseph. You can choose different itineraries, and they also of course have the sunset time kind of cruise, and it was amazing. If you can do the sunset, definitely do the sunset as well. And it's located in Port Carling. The Port Carling itself is a beautiful town. That's our next destination. It has lots of shops, lots of there's a taco place, there's a few kind of beautiful restaurants, there's a wall mural, there's an antique store, and there's even a pizza vending machine. And right next to Port Carling we have Bala, which is another smaller town, but it's incredibly cute. Specifically in there, I really enjoyed Jack and Stella Cafe because you get to sit on the dock and enjoy your coffee or your bagel right on the water. It's gorgeous. Next up, we have the amazing experience of Muskoka Goat Away, which is a 1 hour of walking the goats experience. It was adorable. Never walked the goat in my life, and they're interesting because they pretty much eat every step of the way, and it's interesting to interact with them and getting them to walk forward. But they are so adorable, and it is definitely a lot of fun, and they are so cute. Randomly, as we were driving by, we saw this gorgeous sawdust brewery, huge yellow Muskoka chair. I was surprised that you can actually easily climb it. I love the scale of it. It's beautiful for the photos, but it's just really cool to feel so tiny compared to this huge chair. Lots of fun, definitely perfect for the photos. Next up we have Huntsville. The thing about Huntsville that I think I love the most is that it's all about the group of 7. So they have murals everywhere. There's also even a map about where you can find all of the murals, and it's kind of like a city that is also an art gallery. I love that element. Over here you can see this is Tom Thompson that painted a lot in this area, and he unfortunately actually died also in this area. Somehow, anytime I'm in Huntsville, I always go into Muskoka Bearwear and I buy something. So I got a hoodie. I like the whole idea of bearwear and bear paws. I think it's cool. Love this Christmas Santa mail. Letters to Santa. I think it's adorable. You can definitely leave your Santa letter there. The waterfront is gorgeous. Lots of places to sit, have a picnic. There's of course restaurants that face the waterfront. We were not actually hungry, but we did have an affogato, which is an ice cream with coffee. It was excellent. Over here is the Lions Lookout, which is in Huntsville. It's free to go. The parking is there's not a lot of space, but it's beautiful, definitely worth checking out. So the next out of our 16 amazing places, amazing reasons to visit Muskoka is Muskoka Bay Resort, and this restaurant that they have in there is called Cliffside. So the restaurant is located pretty much on like a cliff drop, and it is gorgeous. The restaurant is beautiful, the view of it is beautiful. You get to see the people playing golf. While we were waiting for the food, I walked a little bit around. They have the most gorgeous pool. We did not stay at the resort, we just wanted to have the breakfast. Here's the breakfast arriving. I had the eggs Benedict with salmon, and my mom had French toast. The French toast especially was excellent. It was really well done. Though eggs Benedicts were amazing as well. Here's a little bit of inside of the of the restaurant. And the last but certainly not the least reason to visit Muskoka are Muskoka steamships, which are these two gorgeous ships. They operate in the middle of the summer usually, and they have so much history. We did not get to ride it because the timing was not working. Make sure to check out their timing on their website and of course book in advance, but they look gorgeous and someday I will get to do this. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed all of these, and of course please subscribe, like, and share. It greatly helps to grow the channel. Thank you. Bye.